Hi guys, Bobby here. I guess you all know that Horizon is all about car guys, right? Especially all of us in Evo Club, and we all own multiple cars. I believe every car has a story. Without people salvaging old cars like these, or without people buying performance cars like those, they wouldn't be running around the streets, right? And from there onwards, I have all the cars that accompanied me throughout the past 10 years and created all the stories. My latest acquisition, this one, which is a Fiat. And of course, Fiat, for the longest of time, owns Ferrari, and we all know the fuel for Ferrari that delivers unbeatable performance is actually Shell V-Power Racing. And to me, I couldn't afford a Ferrari yet, but this is the closest connection I have with what kickstarted my journey in forthcoming as becoming a car guy. So guys, this series I will explore the story of each car that Horizon team members own, and from there we'll try to tell you what goes behind. And hope you enjoy the series, and thank you so much to Shell V-Power for bringing this to all of you. Alright, hope you enjoy this episode. Hi guys, this is yet another episode of Shell V-Power, Me and My Car. And this round, it is my buddy, Con.
Feels a bit unusual, being interviewed as opposed to the one interviewing someone else.
Alright, so...
but thanks for having me, man, bro.
So, some of you may know it, some of you may not know. This is Con's Evo Club Car Wash.
Yes.
Whereby he provides not just car wash.
Premium car care, right? So we started off doing car washing, detailed washing. So our crew, we have the capability, not just washing, but we go inside your interior, we steam clean all your dashboards, and if need be, all right, we can remove your seats. We have the capability to open your seats, your center consoles, clean the interior, the parts of your interior where you normally can't reach. And now we have the capability to do engine washing as well. We wash your car's undercarriage. So now we've also added polishing. We've also added coating into our range of services as well.
Con, as an engineer, he will go detail about everything.
Yeah.
But from my perspective of what he is doing here is, let's say you are a single lady, you have your car, you just want to wash your car. Their establishment is an extra pair of eyes that helps you check your tire pressure, your oil, your brake fluids and all that.
Yes.
And not just that, Con now embark on something that is true to his engineering background.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a very old classic car and you have your left side mirror, but you do not have your right side mirror. He's able to 3D scan your left side mirror and 3D print your right side mirror for you.
Yes.
All those
Yes.
things are stuff that he can do now.
Yes. Yes.
Now back to Con. As you all may know, that is one BMW E39. That is another BMW E39.
Yes.
When I first worked together with Con, he told me his dream is to park an E39
Yeah.
in front of his
Yeah.
doorway.
So this is the one, this one came first. This is a 2003, last batch 520i. So even though it's a 520i, but because it's a last batch run-out car, right, so it came with a lot of goodies like electric seats, high-spec meter cluster, rear sunshades and all that.
Yeah.
So I had this car for, I think, 2-3 years, drove it to one of the Enduros as well, came back, and was very happy with the car. Then, during MCO, my wife's friend was an Asia pilot, was put on long leave, no pay leave, and he needed to offload his garage, right? And he was selling this car. Now, I would have not given this car another eye, but then I noticed that the number plate was my initials and my birthday, and I couldn't resist.
It's destined.
Yeah. So that's how I ended up with two.
What year is this?
This is a 2002 525i.
So it's a 2.5.
2.5. Now, interestingly enough, this car, the interior spec is lower than that. So this car has manual seats, that car has electric seats.
Yep.
Lower meter cluster, fabric seats initially, which now has been reupholstered by DK Schweitzer, full Napa interior. And interestingly, it has xenon headlights. That one has halogens.
Ah.
Yeah. But this car originally came as an embassy car. This is a former embassy car.
German embassy.
Austria.
Austria.
So this is the only E39 in Malaysia, I believe, with split folding rear seats.
So when or how did you fall in love with the BMW E39?
Okay. When I was in my youth, I was a Mitsubishi fanboy lah. Mitsubishi Evo lah. Then I remember there was one evening, I saw it was a maroon color E39, the facelift with the angel eyes. I was like, wow, hey, this car is damn nice with the 4 rings. Because before that, headlights were very generic, right? They were defined by the shape of the light, but that's it. BMW innovated by giving the inside of the headlights a lighting signature, you know. I was like, wow, I want to have one of those, man. Then I entered my working years, right? And then, you know, when you go into forums, people say, wow, you know, all these BMWs are expensive to maintain and all that. So it stuck in my head for a long time that if I were to have one of these, I have to have very deep pockets in order to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's the common perception.
Common perception, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But now I realize that when I bought these two, after the initial repair bill,
the first 2 years.
Actually, I would say the first 1 year, it's like maintaining a normal car. The only dangerous thing is that, right, when you mix with all the other E39 owners, right, they will tell you how to upgrade your car, this, that, That's when
Things may go wrong.
Yes.
I would like to say that probably I play a little part in that role of telling you it's not as crazy as
yes,
people
you did.
think, right?
You did. I think you were the one who opened my eyes toward that. Not only this, I think before this, last time, earlier in my working years, I would have bought new cars. You were the one who taught me that, you know, what's wrong with going for a used car? The difference between going for a new car and used car is that used car, you have to do your due diligence.
Yep.
You have the extra step of wanting to bring the car to a mechanic to see the car, evaluate the car. Have budget in mind that when you get the car, there are things that you must fix.
Yep.
That's it.
And also the mindset, when you buy a used car, let's say you're driving home, and then you spotted something, you heard a vibrating noise in the door. You know, your mindset is so different from when you buy a new car and you heard a vibrating sound in your door.
Yes.
Even though every car comes with 5-year warranty,
Yeah.
which is to ease out all this problem.
Correct.
Because the manufacturer guarantees you, right?
Yeah.
But you will feel that I pay the same amount as someone who didn't face this issue.
Correct.
And I'm getting shortchanged.
Yeah.
And that emotional build up, right?
Yes.
Whereas a used car, it's like, oh, okay, I'll get it fixed.
See, now I own these, right? My confidence in troubleshooting problems I've increased at least 3 or 4 fold.
And your knowledge
Correct.
on cars, right? What goes wrong and all that.
And of course, the pandemic you know, when I stuck at home, right, nothing to do, so I started fiddling with my car. I started, you know, actually opening things up and see what I can do with it, cleaning the corners that you can't reach. And so like now, even sometimes customers that bring their cars in that require certain specific things, my crew will do the cleaning, but sometimes I will still, I derive the enjoyment from it. I put my hands at work to open things up and put it back together. Like the other day, one of our customers came in with an E36 that we need to refurbish the center console. So my crew was all busy with washing cars and all that. So it was midday. I tell them, okay, guys, go and have your lunch. So I looked at the E36. I looked at the screws. By the time they finished, come back from lunch, the center console was already put back in place already. Yeah.
I think that's the best thing. When I know Con, right? I mean, he writes in that industry. He's a pretty well-known writer.
Yeah.
Why? Because you being an engineer graduate, when it comes to your articles with cars, he has that intrinsic knowledge when it comes to, I mean, he can look up at a car jacked up and he can tell you, what type of suspension setup and all that. These are knowledge that the usual writers wouldn't have, right? And that helped you a lot in your writing career. In fact, that's how we got together and worked together. And Con joined Horizon and as Evo. And then now coming to car wash,
from the face of it, oh, well, you studied engineering and then you do car wash.
Yeah.
You know? But the things that he do here or he's capable of doing is so different, so
Correct,
vastly different.
correct. I mean, we do things that a lot of other car washers won't do. We have customers that send their plastics to us to help them manage the restoration process.
So actually washing is a very small part of what you do for your,
Correct,
for your customers,
correct,
right?
correct. But washing, I would say, is the bread and butter service. It's the bread and butter service. It is the service that gives the customer a reason to come to us first. Then we get to know them. And the bigger picture, always we ask is how we solve customer problem.
Yeah.
Right? Because car washing methodology can evolve, it will evolve. But the need to solve problems for people will never go away.
Exactly. And some people just don't have the time to
Yeah.
do so. You know. But anyway, all this doesn't explain why you bought two.
Well,
Apart from the initials, I mean,
that's it. That really is it. That really is it.
your love for
if
the
this
E39.
car, if this car came with XYZ 1, 2, 3, I wouldn't have bought it. I mean, it would have. This car was fascinating because what, fabric seat or folding seat or embassy spec. But I mean, I would have continued with this car.
So I would say you're now the known in the community as the guy to go for
Yeah.
when anyone wants to buy an E39,
Oh, yes,
right?
yes.
And in fact, his knowledge of his car is so in depth now that from what I heard, he reverse engineered the cup holders
Yeah.
because they have the 3D printing
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
He reverse engineered the cup holders, not just being a very E39 has a very shallow cup
Yes,
holder, right?
shallow
One corner and then
brittle, yes,
your
and it's
coffee
brittle.
is gone
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
brittle. So you reverse engineered it and integrated wireless Qi charger
Correct.
and USB ports probably
Correct,
and all
correct.
that.
Because the mounting point is there. So the idea that I had was, actually a few weeks ago, what I did was I bought a whole center console from a half cut. Okay, so I dropped it off with our 3D scanner. So we scanned all the mounting points. So the idea is that we will delete the cup holder and we will use the mounting points of the cup holder to hold the wireless Qi charger, and we will have the wiring in place so that it taps the power from the power that goes into the 12-volt socket. And all that is, the objective is to have all that hidden behind under the center console so that it looks factory fitted. So we modernize the appearance of the car without it looking aftermarket.
So I'm sure you take care of your car really, really
Oh,
well.
of course, of course.
Right? Every nooks and cranny and everything.
Yes, yes.
And what I want to say is that in terms of taking care of the engine,
yeah.
of course, we all know that changing good engine oil is
Correct.
important, timely maintenance is important, but you as an engineer also, you know that when it comes to engine, the biggest enemy is always we burn something in the
Correct,
engine,
correct.
and with every burning, there is a layer of carbon
Correct.
left behind.
Correct.
And the reason why I stick with V-Power is because they have 3 times the cleaning agent
Yes.
that cleans up your combustion
Yes,
chamber
yes, yes.
and allows you a better
Yes.
combustion process,
Correct, correct.
keeping the health
Yeah,
of the engine.
yeah.
All right. So you always pump 97, right?
Minimum. Minimum. I mean, all my cars, right from even when I was driving my Waja, all have been on 97 minimum. On a good day, I go with power racing.
V-Power Racing has even more cleaning
Yes, yes,
agent.
yes.
Because I once threw this question to someone. This is your combustion chamber.
Yeah.
And you have a layer of carbon.
Correct.
And then if you don't bother about cleaning your carbon, is the buildup of the carbon is going to result in a higher compression
Correct.
because you have a smaller
Correct.
combustion displacement.
Yes, yes.
And with that smaller displacement,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, micro lah. Let's
Yeah,
not talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
cm. It's micro, and you will need very high RON very soon.
Correct.
Because you're gonna have knocking, which your car doesn't need.
Yeah.
But because of your carbon buildup,
Yes.
it creates knocking.
Bro, do you know that our old Iswaras, the fuel cap says minimum RON 97?
Oh,
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of Iswaras still pump 95. The fuel cap there says minimum 97 money.
interesting,
Ah.
interesting. So, will you sell these 2 cars?
I eventually I will sell one lah. I will sell one because the dream eventually is to go to an M5.
E39.
E39 is the dream, but an E39 M5 is not a viable workhorse. It's something that you buy for our morning drives. Actually, I like the F90 better.
Or F90 M5.
Yeah.
Prices are coming down fast.
Coming down. So that's why now I'm quickly growing this business so that when it comes down to right, I can afford it straight away.
Yeah, down payment is only about 40,000-50,000.
Can.
Okay, these two E39.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let's give them a human nature to it.
Yeah.
They both ask you, both of us by the side of the river is flooding. Which one will you save first?
Wow, don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Which one will you jump in, start and drive it off, and then the other one will eventually get flooded?
Oh, I can't answer this question. I really can't answer this question.
Which?
I would say that when the time comes, if I were to find a better owner, I'll probably let this one go.
No, the flood is coming.
Oh no, cannot. I cannot answer this question.
You can only run out and save one. You have to make a choice.
I'll probably save this one, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what they say, right? To answer this question, you save the one you love less,
Yeah.
and then you die together with the one you love.
Wow!
That's the answer to this question, if you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean, man.
That's the way to get out of this question.
I know what you mean, man. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, and that's me and my car with Con, my buddy, and his Evo Club car wash.
Yeah.
And all in all, car guy and someone that I've known more than a decade.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. Till the next episode.